And down here at the bottom left-hand corner of Daybreak, we have our red Zerg player from Gamers League. It is Snute. And he'll be at IPL 5 one way or another, but he's trying to qualify for the Go World Championship Foreigner team. And his opponent, trying to stop him in that quest, is our Green Terran player from Caronte Esports Club, the one and only Lucifron.
I'm kind of sad that Lucifron changed his name. It used to be Lucifron with like 10 N's.
Yeah.
On the end. Lucifron. That's from a Caddyshack reference.
Yes, it is. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you very little. I got your back.
All right.
I've got Caddyshack references for days.
That's good. Okay. So Snute and Lucifron on Daybreak. Snute, yeah, like you said, did some good damage through different points in that game. Could not win the game.
He could not win it with a Marine. He could not win it with a, I'm sorry.
With a Bane.
Yes.
Yeah, that's assonance, not rhyming. I mean,
yeah.
we've got a lot of disagreements in this office about what rhymes are. Apparently, I say that world and girl rhyme. They have assonance rhyming.
And you're wrong.
Most people are insistent that I am wrong.
You are. But, I mean, it's just a fact. There's a D at the end of world.
Right, but assonance just means that your vowel sound rhymes. That's a rhyming vowel sound.
Yeah.
Thus, rhyme.
The words do not rhyme.
Rhyming.
They do not rhyme.
Rhymerton.
World and girl do
You
not
realize
rhyme.
how many songs, probably 10,000 songs, have the words world and girl rhyming.
And they're all silly. And I'm going to point out right now, Snute, has he made his way to his opponent's base yet? No, he has not. And nor has he scouted the proxy. Thankfully for him, though, he's going pool first. That is a remarkable read. Lucifron is double 11-11 Raxing, and Snute is actually going pool first and should have units to defend this.
How is that a read? He didn't see anything. It's a blind counter.
Yes.
He didn't read anything. He got lucky. And he might still die.
Yeah.
So now we'll see as Lucifron makes his way in with his scout. The scout still came at like a pretty normal time too. So
yeah.
He really won't know for sure until he gets to that base of Lucifron with his first Overlord.
All right, 2 Marines being produced at a time. He'll probably send up 3 here. Is he pulling any SCVs off? No, he's making that double wall, but the Overlord can actually see that, and has got to be wondering a little bit now.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, but we've got 3 Marines already out. Ooh, look at those Lings. Totally missing the SCVs and Marines.
Yeah,
interesting.
So the early pool is could still pay off for Snute, though, if he makes his way in and just guns it for his opponent's base. Lucifron, though, going to put up another supply depot right after this and should be able to hold on for now.
Yeah, I noticed he actually sent his SCVs back rather than having them build the next one. But either way, drones might actually surround and kill these SCVs. That would be a sick defense without the Marines even taking any damage. But look, there's no chance that a bunker is going to be able to... Oh, the SCV got taken out. So, you know, he's going to have to respond with more SCVs. That's more mining time lost. Obviously, Snute lost a ton of mining time with all those drones pulled off the line. But look at this, a Spine Crawler about to be in production. Actually, no, it's already done. It's just moving over to the front here, but that's a lot of Marines. That's not, you know, not a small amount. They're gonna kill this queen, no problem, and continue moving on into the main where there is no Spine Crawler prepared.
So we're answering the question, what wins? Is it an early pool or is it a proxy Rax? And we're about to find out.
So there's no drones here to shoot at. They are all safe at the natural, so he could take out the hatch. It is gonna take a while with 6 Marines, and Snute could actually build enough Lings to stop them before he gets killed. It looks like he has enough now, so he's just gonna run around the sides and kill off all these Marines, save his hatchery, and then transfer those drones back over, or at least just keep building them and rallying them there. So the barracks play has already been stopped. There's no barracks in the main of Lucifron, so he's going to have to walk any Marines way across the map. There's a ton of resources being sunk into repairing these. Do repair resources show up in resources lost?
I actually don't know.
They apparently do not. Okay, well, that's a flaw. We need to know. We need to know, because these force so much repair out of these SCVs just to keep that depot wall alive for a little while.
And he's going to have to work at that for a little while longer. More Lings are showing up.
Oh, man.
Now, 1 Marine here will be able to hold this off. And all the while, Lucifron is continuing to build up his force over at his opponent's base. There's still 1 Spine Crawler standing in his way, but he still could sneak in between the units there and do some damage.
Yeah, we'll see if that's going to be possible. I think these depots are just going to last forever, as Lucifron can just auto-repair and bounce between them. You know, Lucifron does, or sorry, Snute needs to find those barracks to be able to stop this aggression for good, but at the moment, still looking pretty good. That first Marine is out for Lucifron back at his base. He's got a bunch of Marines, you know, 7 of them actually hanging around this natural. Queen needs to be really careful. If Snute doesn't realize this, there he goes, backing it off, getting the Lings involved. Now he can actually try to deal with these Marines. I would have probably wanted to wait a little longer for more Lings, but the Queen DPS is quite good, and the range is very good, so he does finish it off.
All right, so the Lings are gone. They've finally been driven away from the supply depot wall as well. Second command center finally coming out from Lucifron. The aftermath of all of that, looks like more resources lost for Lucifron, but he's going to double expand to try and catch up in economy. The question is Snute going to try and do some sort of a big Baneling bust, or is he just going to sit back and tech off of 2 bases?
Yes, he's going to do all of the things.
All of the things.
Snute is going to try and break down this barrier in the very center of Daybreak, and this could eventually lead to, you know, that 4th base battle that we see from time to time in ZVT. At the moment, though, I think these players are probably just going to keep up their aggression, because we did witness a very back and forth game on Cloud Kingdom already, and here on Daybreak they could just continue what we've already seen with the aggression on both sides. Neither player actually teching at all at the moment, so I'm still curious what we're going to be seeing out of them.
Okay, well, that destructible debris is about to fall. First 100 gas goes towards Zergling's speed, and a Roach Horn coming up now for Snute. No subsequent 3rd base quite yet, but he'll be building up to that point here momentarily. 28 workers to 39, a significant advantage for Snute, but Lucifron is going to be producing workers off of 4 command centers here in a second.
Yeah, he really wants to make up for lost time. He didn't lose a whole lot to those Lings, but he couldn't actually advance anything either. Now he's going to drop all 3 of these barracks down on the low ground, probably build a final one as well to finish that wall off. He's got a factory coming up now, leading towards Starport, probably going to stick with Bio with all the barracks that he already has, and actually building another one apparently. And yeah, MMM most likely going to be his build of choice. We've got 8 Roaches coming out now for Snute, but still no lair tech to get those upgrades rolling. No Evo chamber either.
Okay, well, with 8 Roaches, Baneling Nest, so it's 2 base Roach, Baneling, Speedling all in. And Lucifron has decided that he wants to play for the late game, and he's actually going to play for Mech in a second. These are 4 unupgraded Marines and a little bit of extra defense, but he is actually going to switch into Mech afterwards, as he is fond of that strategy. But will he have enough units out in time to deal with this giant all-in?
Probably not. We've got a lot of Lings, but you know, the Roaches are really going to be the key here, as they do have that range damage. So anytime Marines come forward to try and shoot the Roaches, they can just back off and let Lings, you know, take the brunt of the damage. Those cheap Lings and Banelings are going to help bust through this you know, barracks wall pretty simply.
He does scan the Baneling nest and decides to put up 2 more bunkers right afterwards, so that even if the front line goes down, he'll still have a little bit of time here to hopefully hold on. But he's making Blue Flame Hellions for now. He doesn't have any tanks in place. It'll be a while before those are able to be produced, and it looks like he is going to start healing up these barracks. But oh my god, here come the Banelings.
And they're just going to crash right through as expected. We've got a huge opening for these Speedlings. There are a lot of bunkers in place. That's very good for Lucifron, but these Banelings killing a lot of SCVs trying to repair up there. And the Banelings on the bottom side are going to kill even more as they crash through and finish off those SCVs. Suddenly there's only 1 bunker left with any units inside it, and they gets finished off as well. Snute, I think, has just completely overrun Lucifron. He's at 38 supply. Even any Hellions or tanks or anything that come out of here are just going to be swamped, and there's GG from Lucifron. Snute ties it up at 1-1.
All right, so early pool versus 11-11 Rex, and early pool takes it.
Yeah.
Definitively, we've conducted the only test necessary.
All right, just forever. Sealed, case closed. You
Done.
know,
Done.
IPL, GSL World Champ qualifiers. Case solved.
Yes.
Yep.
Well done.
Now we can try Ultras versus Marauders.
Yes. I think we can pat ourselves on the back.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, game number 3 is going to come up here in a second on Antigua Shipyard. And it's single elimination, so the loser of this next game is out in the round of 16 and does not have a chance at making the GOM World Championship Foreigner team. We already know that Naniwa and Stefano are going. We have 2 other players that are coming from the EU, and we have 1 player that's going to be making it from the rest of the world to to try and combat against the 5-player Korean team, Korean All-Star team, which will actually be present at IPL 5. For more information, of course, about all of our events that we have going on at IPL 5, you can find out schedules, when our tournament's going to be on, when the GOM content is going to be on. You can find that at IGN.com/IPL 5. For now, though, we're going to run to a commercial break, and we'll be back for game number 3.